Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible to all. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you to the Monsoon Preparedness Workshop for the South and the Northeast region. As we all know, the 2024 monsoon season was extremely challenging for many parts of country. States like Kerala, Gujarat, Tripura, Maharashtra, Assam, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand faced severe impacts. Wayanad in Kerala saw catastrophic landslide in July, leading to major loss of life and property. Gujarat and Tripura witnessed severe flooding. These events remind us of the urgent need for better preparedness and coordination. Moving forward, this year, the IMD has focused on an above normal monsoon and it is already showing early signs. Though the monsoon was predicted to arrive in Kerala around May 27, it actually reached on May 24th and covered the entire southern region in just one day. Within 3 days, it has already moved to part of Gujarat and covering areas in the northeast as well. So, yes, this is the time, in fact, the high time to hold this workshop. We all have questions like, why is this monsoon advancing so rapidly this year, and how did it reach Maharashtra within uh, like one day after reaching Kerala? We are fortunate to have experts from IMD here today, and we have looking forward to gaining clarity on this question. Following that, we'll hear from SDMA representative about the preparedness measures taken by states, and also we are also excited to listen voices from ground, challenging challenges faced and community-led initiatives, innovative local practices from state IAG and members from NGOs. Finally, we'll explore strategic insights on strengthening regional preparedness through partnership, risk profiling, and new technology. We are looking forward to an interactive and an engaging session today with inputs from all of you, and thank you all of your panelists and participants joined here. With that, I would like to invite our session moderator, Mr. Mandar Vaidya, to take session forward. Mr. Vaidya sir is a senior humanitarian professional with over 25 years of experience across 13 countries and 20 Indian states. His work has focused on public health, emergencies, contingency planning, and disaster risk reduction. Most recently, he supported the government of Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh in developing disaster management SOPs and guidelines. Over to you, sir.
Welcome all the panelists as well as all the participants who have been joining us. Um, so I have toughest job today to manage the time and consolidate the learning for all of us. And without spending much time in introductions and all, I would like to invite uh, Mrs. Srimati Arti Bangar for context setting of this session. A quick uh, intro to Miss Arti is that she's a scientist and she also has been working uh, with government administration and industry for uh, for uh, for meteorological and space sciences. Um, I welcome you, Arti ma'am, and please set the context for this workshop.
Thank you so much, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Now I would like to share my screen.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
So I hope my presentation is visible.
Yes, it's visible now.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, I would like to thank Spare India for giving an opportunity to talk here. Also, I would like to thank our respected DGM sir and Secretary Ministry of Earth Sciences and Dr. O.P. Srijit, who is my head. So all of them for giving me a platform to talk here. Along with me, Dr. Mini Madam is also there from South region. So we both will be covering some of the aspect you have mentioned in the concept note. So I think I have 10 minutes or we both have 10 minutes maybe. So I would like to go quickly with the things, and later on we can take up the questions or discuss. So title of my talk is Monsoon Trends in Recent Years and 2025 Rainfall Forecast. Quickly, if we see what is the monsoon climatology, or what are the percentage of southwest monsoon in the annual rainfall. So here in the right side, you can see that here in the right side, you can see that there is all India map, and it is for June to September rainfall, and from red to green colors are there. So maximum color we can see here during the southwest monsoon is for 70 to 80%. So we can say that for 70 to 80 percentage of rainfall we are receiving during the southwest monsoon rainfall. And about its important, we know that it is very much crucial for the crop production. It is always impacting in the economical way, that we can say that monsoon is our finance minister, in fact, from the nature. And also water resource management, we know that drinking water as well as water for irrigation and so many other things, it is planned ahead before the monsoon rains. And with the climatological feature, we can again see here one more map. It is showing for southwest monsoon seasonal rainfall in millimeters, in centimeters we can see. So here we are so much blessed that we are having in the southern parts we are having Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal surrounded by ocean, and in the northern side huge Himalayan ranges, as well as in the western parts Sayadri ranges are there, and so many topographical or geographical differences even in the northeastern region also. So where we are having lot of hilly region or mountainous region, we are having a good rainfall or maximum rainfall over those regions. But as we are coming, because we know that southwest monsoon has two branches, one is from Arabian Sea and other one is from Bay of Bengal. So as we are coming from left to right, or sometimes from this right to left, according to that rainfall is distributed spatially. And if we see the variability of monsoon, we have to remember that every monsoon is unique. It is always different than the earlier monsoon. So we cannot combine them in the one single frame. And this is the rainfall departures we can see here from 1901 up to 2024. And what are the red marks are that as the El Nino years were there, and during blue it is La Nina. And we can see that most of the times, 124 years, we have received normal monsoon or sometimes above normal, which is mostly associated with the La Nina. But we also have received below normal rainfall or deficit rainfall, that is during the El Nino years. But we have to remember always that there is a never one-to-one correlation, and this relationship is means though it is a very strong relationship, there are some other large-scale factors like IOD or some other features are also contributing to the yeah, monsoon rainfall. And if we see the trend, because we in our lecture trend is very much focused, so we can see the trend or the
No,
tendency of
no,
the hello.
no, it's okay.
uh,
You
okay.
can continue.
uh,
Participants,
s-
please mute themselves. Other participants, please mute themselves.
okay, sir. So shall I go ahead, please?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So all India rainfall June to September trend we can see here that mostly we are so much aware of the climate change, global warming, and all the things we are thinking right now. So we just wanted to check whether in the earlier years monsoon how it was there, and in the later years how it is there. So for sure monsoon rainfall is not decreasing, but we don't have any trend in the recent years. However, in the earlier years it was, we can see that increasing trend was there. So this is just a basic trend example. There are so many other examples like decadal trends are there, monthly trends are there, or sometimes epochal trends are there. I'm not going into that much here because I have very short of time. But if needed, I can provide this information to our organizers and they can always share with the stakeholders or our attendees. And if we see the trends, or we can see the rainfall pattern over India during the El Nino and La Nina So in terms of departure, so here from 1951 to 2024, so latest 5 years which are given in our concept note, that we have to focus latest 5 years from 2020 to 2024. We can see the all the blue colors are there. Only 23 was slightly below normal. Below normal also we cannot say, but slightly negative rainfall departure was observed, and that was basically due to El Nino was there, but it was compensated by the positive iod also that time. During that year it was there, so because of that not much deficit rainfall was there. But in the recent years we have very good amount of rainfall, and overall pictures also we can see here that blue color is more, and red color is less than blue, so rainfall is good we can say. And because of this we have to always appreciate whatever nature is giving, and according to that we have to plan. And this meeting is, because of that, this meeting is also very much useful I feel. So if we see the trends, because we know that India is very much vast country, and for meteorological easiness or our convenience we have divided India in four homogeneous regions. Homogeneous in the sense that they have similar rainfall patterns, or slightly geographically also they have similar variations. So from the northwest India, central India, northeast India, and south peninsular India. So we have divided like four. Northwest India is not much showing the trend, and but central India is having increasing rainfall in the recent years. We can say from 1981 onwards, and even before also it is having increasing trend of rainfall. And Northeast India, we have to see that Northeast India is showing decreasing rainfall trend in the recent last 30 to 40 years, we can say. And South Peninsular India also showing increasing rainfall trend. So this increasing rainfall, this is for June to September. So we have to always remember that this is seasonal rainfall, but seasonal rainfall can be contributed sometimes the intra-seasonal variations which are happened during that particular year, or sometimes some weather systems will be there for short period of time, they will be there but they are giving lot of rainfall. So many factor inside those particular years we have to take into account, but average, when we average out everything, we see that basically central India and south peninsular India having slightly increasing rainfall during the recent years, but northeast India is showing decreasing rainfall. And if we focus for last 5 years specifically, I just want to let you know that here a lot of attendees are stakeholders, NGOs, and media persons. So for their understanding, better understanding, I have kept images larger. So here we can see that I have kept 5 years rainfall images. So here left side it is actual rainfall. In between normal rainfall and anomaly is in the right side. So we can just focus anomaly also for quick understanding. So this is for June to September. So even though rainfall is very good, but we can see here that all over India in some parts it has received very good rainfall, but in some parts like northern parts and here in the east and northeastern India it has received less rainfall during the 2020. And apart from that also, if we see monthly distribution of every year, for example here for it is 2020 June, July, August, and September. So for June, we can see that very good rainfall we have received in the 2020. And July, it is very bad. We can again see a lot of red color is there, means in the southern portions only have received very positive anomaly, but in the central part it has bad monsoon, bad July month we can see. But again in the August it has covered some portions, and in September again it is bad. So a monthly distribution also sometimes is very much different, and as I said, intra-seasonal variations are there. So similar way, this is for 2021, and this is the rainfall pattern. We can see very well distributed rainfall during 2021. And if we see monthly rainfall, July and August, where August actually very much bad, we can see. And but July and other months are in September also good rainfall 2021. And in 2022, again, we can see this northeast, eastern and northeastern sides have received negative rainfall anomalies during 2022. And if we see monthly also, consistently we can see this is northeast eastern side is has received every month very less rainfall. In the September only it could have received more rainfall. And here we can see in 2022 June was deficit, but later on it has covered all the things. And this is for 2023. So here also this is the rainfall distribution. So not very well, but because 2023 was departure was also less. So here we can see that. And this is the monthly. August again here very much bad. But July, June also have some portions it has covered. And because 2023 Biparjoy cyclone was also there during the June month. In 2020-21 there were also some cyclones, but like Nisarga was there in 2020. So sometimes this cyclone can help if it is recurves towards Indian region. It helps for the rainfall. But if it is going away, then it will take away all the moisture and rainfall will be reduced. And this is the last year's rainfall. Last year we know that very good rainfall and above normal rainfall already predicted by IMD. And here distribution wise also it was well received. But in the month of June it could not reach towards the north, but in the July and August it has recovered all the monsoon rain, and in September also it was very good. So this is the quick recap I told you. And about the coming long range forecast we have issued in the last month. And actually today we are going to issue our second stage rainfall at 4:30 p.m. You might have already seen our press release from IMD HQ Delhi. So that will be updated forecast which will be having four homogeneous regions, but I will just give a quick outlook for last month's forecast. So just for understanding, there are types of forecast available from now casting to very short range and medium range. So every forecast has different type of views, but as here a lot of policymakers will be there, and some policies are important in the view of water sector as well as agriculture sector. So we are extremely useful for this extended range forecast and seasonal forecast. So seasonal forecast are for month, sometimes it is monthly also, and it is seasonal also. So IMD is the national meteorological agency who holds significant responsibility to issue this forecast. And we are using lot of meteorological data, climate, global as well as our national climate model, statistical techniques to issue the forecast. And we are issuing with different lead times, and these are very much useful. So if we see a picture in the we can see that first stage forecast is this issued in the April, then second stage in May. And again monthly forecast we are giving from January to December every month for rainfall as well as temperature. And during like summer seasons or hot weather season or cold weather season, we are also issuing a hot weather outlook or heat wave outlook and cold wave outlook. Apart from that, we are also issuing onset forecast over Kerala. So if we see this year's forecast, as our concept note is also highlighting, it will be above normal, that is 105 percentage of plus minus 5 percentage of model error. So this is the window, and if we see rainfall range here, we can see above normal. These are the forecasting probability. It is the double of climatological probability we can say. And this is the map for the spatial map for the how rainfall distribution will be there. So here we have to remember that this is a guidance, and here we can below normal, normal and above normal, three colors are given. So most parts of India are going likely to have above normal rainfall during this year's June to September, except some parts are there from Tamil Nadu and many regions from the northeastern India likely to receive below normal rainfall. So and interesting means according to interest of this workshop, we can again zoom out our figure and we can see this that central parts, basically northern parts of South Peninsula and Maharashtra, then this Orissa, some parts from Orissa are likely to have darkest color, means their probability of above normal rainfall is highest. So we can say that our confidence level is also highest there, and according to that we have to make planning. And if we see ENSO forecast and IOD forecast, because we know that ENSO and IOD, both El Nino Southern Oscillation and Indian Ocean Dipole, these two are large scale features, and these are having a strong correlation, we can say not one to one, but strong correlation with the Indian summer monsoon. And their role is extremely important deciding the rainfall of the Indian region. But this year, both the factors are we can say neutral. So, and in the forecast also from the May, I see here everywhere for during June to September, highest probability for neutral ENSO conditions is predicted. So we have to remember that if there are sometimes when El Nino or La Nina is there, our job will be easy to predict rainfall. But in when it is neutral, means our job is again difficult, because we don't have any factor contributing to the rainfall, and still we have to forecast the rainfall. So it is quite challenging. This is the IOD forecast. In the IOD, we can say that in the later part of the monsoon, it is likely to become negative IOD or weak negative IOD. So by that time monsoon will have already established. So again we have to monitor these things. And about the monthly snow cover area, as our press release also highlighted this thing, this snow cover during the winter has general negative relationship with the Indian summer monsoon rainfall. This is just a um, information for the February. It was negative. And for the monsoon onset over Kerala, we know that already Kerala onset has been have declared, and it was on 23rd of May. So if we have forecasted, it is for 27th May, and it has having plus minus 4 days of error. So it can within the 23rd to 31 anytime it could have happened. So it has set in the because it will start from Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So it has set in the quite early time, so 13 May we can say. And then again in the Kerala, it is around 24th of May it has set. And after that it has progressed fast, and by today it has reached many parts of Maharashtra. But here Arabian branch is quite strong, and Bay of Bengal branch that much not. But along with our northeastern region also have monsoon onset has been declared. So there are things like why this onset has Dr. Vishnu has highlighted why this onset is within 1 day. So I just want to let you know that this onset can, in the past also there were many instances when onset has happened earlier. So monsoon has means for our understanding and convenience, we have fixed it is into June to September. But it is a fixed window. But there are, because it is average window we can say, there are some years when monsoon was onset over Kerala was earlier than normal, and there are some years when it is delayed than normal. And where 1st June of date is the normal onset date. Within that plus minus 7 days it is a normal date, we can say that standard deviation. So if it is happening before that, then we can say it is earlier, and after that then it is delayed. And sometimes what happened before establishment of monsoon, there are many global features or semi permanent features or some synoptic systems which are supporting the monsoon rains. We know that monsoon is nothing but there are so many other factors like westerly southwesterly winds are there, then masculine high is there, tropical easterly jet, southwesterly jet, so many things are there which are contributing monsoon establishment. Likewise there is a concept like monsoon onset vortex. So this monsoon onset vortex generally I observed before setting of monsoon, when a small circulation type of thing or low pressure means low pressure will be created in the, or disturbance will be created in the Arabian Sea, and that will help to pull the all the southwesterlies wind strong in the strong. And apart from that some features like heat low and all these things are also there. But if this year we want to consider, this year this onset vortex has become strong, and that could help our to pull our monsoon current in or its progress in faster way than the expected. So it is not like that monsoon will within 1 day it will reach from Kerala to Maharashtra. It is not like that. We can cover anywhere till where we are observing some kind of rains, and there are some criteria like OLR is there, then spatial continuity should be there, along with that wind speed should be there, and this low pressure how it is moving away from coastal, within the coastal towards mainland. So many things are there which will be contributing to the monsoon rains and monsoon clouds, and according to that this monsoon onset progress will be there. So dependent on this low pressures, this monsoon progress has happened so fast this year. And if we see the normal onset and withdrawal map, so right now we can focus on just a normal onset map and its date. So 1st June, as I said, it is Kerala and some more parts. 5th June it is Karnataka, and 10th June in between Maharashtra. Likely it is going to cover up to 8th July all the India. But also as I mentioned that every year this progress will be different. So So we should always remember that interesting part of monsoon is that it will always come towards the southern parts. It will never come like it will go towards the north first and then will come. So monsoon has some predictability also. It is not that much changing. Some basic pattern is always similar, but only thing is that there are some studies because of global warming, the moisture holding capacity of monsoon rains or some rainfall is increasing, and because of that sometimes the rain moisture holding capacity is increased. Because of that rainfall, whatever rainfall is going to happen within 1 month may happen in the 15 days, or within 2 days it will cover maximum rain. So likewise things are there which are known as extreme events, but otherwise monsoon pattern is the similar. And if we see extended range forecast, which is always supporting towards the long range forecast and for better planning, to get more knowledge or insight on it. So this was released on 22nd of May, and upcoming forecast will be on the coming Thursday, that is 29th of May. So before that we can see that
Hello,
this year this lot of
hello,
yes.
Arti.
Ah,
Can you conclude within minute or two?
yes sir, within 1 minute I will conclude. It is end slide only.
Fine. Please go
Ah,
ahead.
okay. So this is the rainfall. We can see that heavy rainfall, or we can see that positive rainfall anomaly is already predicted over the western side, and some more rainfall is going to, or some more low pressure type of thing is going to happen in the Bay of Bengal also. So that rainfall may also again now that system is going to help our pull our Bay of Bengal branch fast, and may onset may cover over those regions. So these are the just for our knowledge. Today there are lot of heavy rains are expected over the southern parts, and especially in the Maharashtra. And in the upcoming 2-3 days, central parts may likely to reduce the rainfall, but southern parts are going to have the rain. And also, just to give a glimpse of what are the challenges and limitations of LRF, it always has interannual variability, intra-seasonal variability. Also, model details vary from for the large region to small region. Model biases are there, skills are different, and different lead times are there. Sometimes unpredictable event like monsoon depressions or cyclones or extreme weather will come, and which are challenging for LRF. That is particularly long range forecast for season or month. And sometimes communication is also there. Resource limitations are there, because how much small you want to calculate, how much small resolution, high resolution you want to do, you will have need have resource, a lot of research area coverage is also there. And basically purpose of this LRF, we need we can get guidance for policymakers, farmers, risk management, especially disaster for disaster management people. If above normal rainfall is predicted means it is not for the whole season. Sometimes it may happen within, when it is going to happen that we know don't know. So nowadays for because of above normal rainfall, landslides is there, floods are there, and many extreme events are there. So that also we have to remember. These are the IMD apps, and with this I would like to end my talk. Thank you so much. If there are any questions we can discuss.
Thank, thanks, Arti. It was a comprehensive presentation, and we have got a clear overview on what is the scenario of past few years and what is likely scenario this year as well in various parts of India. And we have also understood that a lot of work uh, goes on for providing simple SMS which we receive in our phone call about um, uh, the early warning which we received. So thank you very much for this presentation. I will like to invite Dr. Mini for overview and context setting on preparedness, monsoon preparedness. To quickly introduce Dr. Mini, she is a senior scientist in weather forecasting, meteorological instrumentation, and research, and she also has expertise in forecasting for Kerala, Lakshadweep, and Karnataka. We are glad to be invite you in this workshop, and we look forward to your for us as stakeholders. Mostly our concerns are related to monsoon or due example, monsoon, large scale floods, landslides, or a drought like situation or drought. So your input will definitely for this. Uh,
Sir, your voice is breaking. I think I would like to invite Dr. Mini for the presentation.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am, you can see your
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to all.
definition.
I am Dr. V.K. Mini, Scientist, India Meteorological Department, Thiruvananthapuram. Uh, I have shared my screen. Can you see it? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Okay. With regards to southwest monsoon onset and its advance and its impacts on different region states in southern region, I have to speak with. So these are the states I am taking more importance to this talk. Weather monitoring and forecast process by IMD. IMD is having a seamless strategy for weather observation, data reception and transmission, its interpretation, forecasting and digitization, etc. We are having round the clock land-based, ocean-based, and atmosphere and space-based weather watch. IMD issues forecast and warnings on different temporal and spatial scales. Dr. Arthi already told, like nowcast, short to medium range forecast, extended range forecast, monthly and seasonal forecast. Monsoon forecast comes under seasonal forecast. This is the forecast for homogeneous region and for monsoon for zone. When we are talking about the southwest monsoon over southern peninsula, southwest monsoon rainfall is important for in the field of agriculture, water resources, economy, and ecological sustainability. Southwest monsoon season is June to September, and it mainly contributes 70 to 90 percentage of annual rainfall in most of the states of southern peninsula. However, Tamil Nadu is getting more rainfall from northeast rainfall. We can see that Kerala is getting about 70 percentage of annual rainfall through southwest monsoon rainfall, and north interior Karnataka also is getting 70 percentage. Coastal Karnataka is getting the highest contribution from southwest monsoon, and Tamil Nadu is getting the least. Tamil Nadu is getting more rainfall from northeast monsoon. Kerala is the gateway of southwest monsoon to India. After it advances over Kerala, monsoon wind and rain advances northward to cover the whole India in less than 1.5 months. Earlier it was 1.5. Nowadays, recently we can see that it is within 1 month. It is covering the whole India. Date of onset of monsoon over Kerala varies from year to year. It has been as early as May 11th during 1918 and as late as June 18th 1972. This year, onset over Kerala took place nearly 8 days in advance. This is the earliest monsoon onset within last 16 years. Long-term advance onset date is 1st June with a standard deviation of 7 to 6 days. IMD declares monsoon arrival based on certain criteria. For criteria we are following. These are the criteria, that is monsoon current should be up to 6 kilometers. Uh, Monsoon current is mainly the low level jet which is flowing from Arabian Sea to Indian landmass, and it is having the low level jet is about 1.5 kilometer above main sea level, and it is the core wind of this low level jet is 60 to 100 kmph. This carries large moisture content, and this when this current impinges on the slopes of Western Ghats, we are getting copious rainfall on its windward side, and rainfall decreases towards the leeward side. Western Ghat orography and low-level jet stream has a large control on rains of Kerala and coastal Karnataka, etc. These are the four criteria we are following. When rainfall of 14 enlisted stations is 60%, when 60% of stations reported 2.5 millimeter or more rainfall on for 2 consecutive days, so, onset can be declared on the second day, provided wind field up to 600 km HPA should be westerlies, and up to wind speed up to 15 to 20 knots should be prevailing at 925 HPA, and outgoing long drive radiation should be below 200 watts per meter in this region. If all the four criteria are satisfied, then monsoon onset will be declared. This year, now monsoon monsoon advanced up to some part of Maharashtra and nearly most of Karnataka state, and some part of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. This is the low level jet. From this we can see that it is valid up to 29 May. We can see that high wind speed, westerly wind is dead westerlies is passing over southern peninsula. So we are expecting more rainfall in within 2-3 days, 4 days, up to 4 days. When we are talking about the time period, long period average, long term wind variability, monsoon rainfall and summer rainfall, we can see that Kerala from 1871 to 2016 data we have considered, and it is seen that summer rainfall is increasing. Long term trend of southwest monsoon over Kerala is decreasing trend, and northeast monsoon for Kerala is increasing trend, and Tamil Nadu also southwest monsoon is decreasing trend, and northeast monsoon for Tamil Nadu is having increasing trend. For coastal Karnataka, both southwest monsoon and northeast monsoon is in increasing trend, and south interior Karnataka, it is having southwest monsoon increasing and northeast monsoon decreasing trend. North interior Karnataka, southwest monsoon is decreasing trend, and northeast also is having decreasing trend. Rayalaseema increasing trend. Both coastal Karnataka is coastal Andhra Pradesh is having increasing trend for southwest monsoon, and northeast monsoon is decreasing trend. Telangana is having southwest monsoon in increasing trend, and northeast also is in increasing trend. This is summarized in this table. When we are talking about the forecast and different types of warnings issuing by IMD, we can see that IMD is having a vast network of surface observation, upper air radar observation, ship observation, aircraft and satellite observation. These all data is ingested into telecom hub, and this is used for weather modeling, and then after analyzing we will be getting the data, and weather forecast is done by state level centers and airport met centers, and it is distributed to stakeholders in central and state.
Dr. Meany, Dr. Meany,
Yeah.
may I request you to conclude within 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes?
Okay, okay. Nowadays, we have started a new forecasting, that is impact-based forecasting. In that, actually, the question is what the weather will be changed into what the weather will do. In IMD started issuing impact-based forecast district level during 2021, and it is having some SOP. IBF is issued in 4 stages. First stage is heavy rainfall advisory, which is issued in 3 to 4 days in advance with daily update. Second is heavy rainfall alert, which is issued 48 hours in advance with 12 hourly updates. Then heavy rainfall warning issued 24 hours prior to the occurrence and updated 6 hourly, and heavy rainfall update will be issued 12 hours prior to the occurrence of event, and it will be updated 3 hourly. Early warning system also there for heavy rainfall warning, and also QPF is issued for issuing hydromet bulletins, and it is very much used for flash flood guidance and also issuing flood forecasting. CWC and SWC issues coastal bulletins for warning, fishermen warning, etc., for coasts of Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal region, and forecast and warning for aviation also is provided by IMD. In the event of expecting severe weather, we are issuing special bulletin 3 to 4 days in advance, and after occurrence, we will be issuing the forecast and warnings frequently. Early warning system for cyclone also is in place. It, along with the cyclone warning bulletins, when up to the stage of depression, we are issuing warning is are issued at 3 UTC, 6, 12, and 18 UTC. When the system intensified into cyclonic storm, every 3 hourly bulletins will be issued to all stakeholders of state and central government. And agriculture meteorology also is in place. From 2008 onwards, we are issuing district level advisory for farmers, and quantitative district level weather forecast up to 5 days for 7 weather parameters are issued, and the agriculture advisory is issued in 3 levels, that is national level, state level, and district level. Early warning for flood, I have already told. This is having IMD and joint responsibility for IMD and Central Water Commission is there for flood forecasting activity. IMD provides hydromet input for flood forecasting by CWC.
Dr. Meany,
Yeah.
can you conclude it quickly, please?
Okay, regarding fisherman warning is issued when wind speed is expected to exceed 45 kmph. State of sea is very rough or above. Swell waves, when swell waves are expected. Invoice also gives swell wave warning, and when squally weather is there, and when maximum wind is about 20 knots or more in sea, that time also we are issuing fisherman warning. Fisherman warning is transmitted through email and also through print and visual media. This is port warning. This is forecast verification by IMD for cyclone. We can see that cyclone track forecast error was 59 nautical mile for 24 hours and the error significantly less than long period average. We can see that the long period average in yellow color, and operational forecasting is in violet color. We can see that operational forecast improved a lot. About 20% reduction up to forecast error also was there during recent cyclones. That is all.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mini. Am I audible, Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
Pratibha.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Mini, for this overview on how four stages of briefing has been provided to all the stakeholders about monsoon. Um, as I was mentioning before, monsoon preparedness for us is also very important in terms of small scale floods, large scale floods, landslides, or drought-like situations. It is good that in Dr. Mini's presentation, she has also oriented us with various people who should be also informed about monsoon, and one of them definitely is the fishermen community. For the next presentation, before we go to the next presentation, I would request all the panel members to make my life easy by following the timeline, because we are running out of time. I will be raising my hand once you complete your time, and after that, within 1 or 2 minutes, you need to conclude your presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to invite Dr. Sharad Kumar, who is from Tripura. I know Sharad Kumar from past 3 years, and he is very enthusiastic person in coordinating with departments, in coordinating with UN agencies, and also in coordinating with local NGOs. So thank you, Saratji, for joining us here. I would like to invite you for your presentation on state-specific experiences, lessons, and preparedness plans. Over to Sarat Kumarji. Welcome.
Thank you. Namaskar. Very good afternoon, all. Thank you, Mandarji, for inviting me and also the Spear India for this workshop. I don't have any presentation, but I know, as per the agenda points given for the discussion, I'll also discuss over the preparedness of our state government. First of all, the Tripura state takes off the preparedness of pre-monsoon and also the monsoon reviews during the month of February and also the March. If not February, but the last week of the February, and also not last week, then in the first week of March, then we do. And for this year, we had the review with all the stakeholders like IMD, CWC, water resources, departments, and all the district disaster management authorities, NGOs, army, paramilitary forces on 12th March. We have at the national level the Relief Commissioners Conference, normally held during the month of April and May. Similar kind of discussions and also the review we do during the month of in our state level preparedness. For the district level, what we have done for monsoon preparedness, we have the 50-point checklist for all the district magistrate and collectors. It starts from the coordination, awareness, training, capacity building, operation of emergency operations center, then early warning mechanism, communication, equipment, quick response team, up to the financial mechanism. We review all these 50 points of the district levels. And district levels, what they also do similar kind of reviews with the subdivision, block, and also the community levels. Number two, what we do, with early warning system, particularly the monsoon and pre-monsoon. Here in Tripura, what we face problems in the pre-monsoon activities, that is called the Kalvaisaki. The regular features of devastation and also the localized storm that takes place more and also more damage we do face during the month of March April and also the May. This year also we have already faced more than 103 incidents in last 3 months, wherein the damages occurred, and also there are lots of losses, economic losses, life losses also. We have reported. If you know, the last year 2014, we had very devastating floods in our state. That made the history in the entire northeastern states and also our Tripura state, wherein the unprecedented rainfall occurred 20, 21st and 22nd August 2024, and 22nd of August, it was like half a meter of rainfall occurred in 24 hours. So though IMD had given warning, but what we want this year IMD may give or should give specific kind of the early warning forecast, so that we can take up preparedness measures from our side. But in the fact, what we do generally, whenever we receive any kind of early warning from IMD or CWC, we have our own mechanism. We set up our control room. We inform our district administration through crash message to take up response mechanism to start our incident response system, starting from the district level up to the village levels. We pre-position our volunteers, quick response teams, equipment, relief materials. Also, we activate our relief centers. But last year what we had, all the relief centers were identified earlier, also incorporated in the disaster management plans. More than 30% of relief camps, relief shelters are inundated through water. So this year that was also lesson learned, and this year we thought of to have alternative relief camps in the communities. Though we have already identified one, but alternative one or two locations in the higher places to be identified, not only for the humans and also for the livestock. Number two, last year also many thanks to Spear India for providing and guiding, helping the state government for interagency coordination, and also we do hope, God forbid such kind of devastation, flood-like situations doesn't occur. But if it occurs, then definitely we will do much more, effective manner of relief operations. What we had done in last year, combating the emergency relief, relief operations, we identified one senior IS officer as state level focal point for interagency coordination, and at the state level with the key officials, different departments, we have identified as a team supporting the relief materials that we received from the different sources, for justified distribution at the different levels. And this year we have also requested IMD to install more forecasting systems like automated weather stations, and also we requested CWC to have more proactive flood forecasting, river gauge monitoring, and along with coordination, active coordination with our water resource department, so that we can have much more effective response during the time of flood situations. And many more things are there, but due to constraint times, what I can conclude over here, the state government is prepared, and we are hopeful if such kind of devastating flood occurs, then we can do much more efficient manner, what we have done last year. Last year, the lessons learned that it was due to the strong coordination in all the stakeholders. Though intensity of the flood was very high, but the damage occurred also high, but we could recover very fast due to the having the strong coordination. And we hope better coordination, better effective planning and management can be done this year if at all such kind of disaster occurs. Thank you so much, Mandarji. These are from my side.
Thank you, Sarajji. It was really helpful. So from Tripura, we are now going to Mumbai. Mr. Ajay from United Ways will make his presentation on his experiences of facilitating collaborations with NGOs, challenges which are faced during monsoon, and his overall experience related to monsoon preparedness. Ajay ji.
Thank you, Mandar. Um, very briefly talking about experiences of Mumbai and Maharashtra. Last year we had a very eventful monsoon across Maharashtra, and some very quick, if one was to take a very quick snapshot of major incidents of flooding and landslide. So Navi Mumbai, for example, we had a three-story building collapsed, resulting to one death and several injuries. Pune faced highest single day July rainfall in 12 years, thus leading to severe flooding. And even the Khadakwasla Dam released over 35,000 cusecs water, thus leading to inundation in a lot of residential areas. Kolhapur also faced major flooding, leading to inundation or flooding on major transportation routes, including the Pune-Bengaluru National Highway, which disrupted traffic for quite some time. Akola faced heaviest rainfall in May month in the last 82 years. So it received 66 of rain in just 2 hours. And thus this led to massive damages. As good as 900 hectares of farmland was affected during the floods. So these are some key snapshots of the impact faced by Maharashtra. But we also had a few good examples of community-based efforts coming forward in preparation or in better preparedness or even in giving good warning systems. So, for example, talking about Mumbai city itself, the the district disaster management, which is the municipal corporation of Greater Mumbai, they have taken the initiative and with the help of citizen science, they have developed a system where citizens are able to give feedback on an app about waterlogged areas so that the municipal corporation can take initiative to optimize their drainage response, improve flood mitigation. That is one good example. Mahad, in the recent years, Mahad has been facing recurring flood situations. Mahad is one of the districts in the state, and here now they have developed a GIS-based hazard mapping and rain gauge network to track the flood risks. So this is where now talking about the technology integration done by the administration. And Thane Municipal Corporation, which is also an adjoining municipality near Mumbai, they have implemented Tufan, which is Thane Urban Flood Alert Network. This is an IoT-enabled flood alert network implemented by the Thane Municipal Corporation, which provides real-time monitoring of rainfall, water levels, tide timings, etc., tidal conditions, etc. So these are some promising initiatives that see a lot of scope for citizen participation, community participation also, and the uh, Mumbai Municipal Corporation continues to organize NGO coordination meetings before on the onset of monsoon. So typically these meetings are meant to keep all the NGOs informed of the preparedness efforts taken by the municipal corporation. The municipal corporation always every year comes up with a detailed flood preparedness plan. Now, this flood preparedness plan has a directory of resource inventory, various vendors they will be relying on for response efforts, identification of flood prone or low lying areas in the city, and thus plan for placement of high powered pumps to pump out the water and mitigate flood situation in those areas. So the city has been also gearing up and working towards a more comprehensive flood preparedness plan. Uh, so just attempted in the given time, attempted giving a snapshot of what happened across the state and a few success stories in some of these districts. Thank you, Mandar.
Thanks, Ajay ji. Actually, thanks for uh, fetching our attention to a critical issue of urban flooding. Many a times when we as civil society agencies are working, mostly we are working in rural areas, and we are participating in urban flooding preparedness and urban preparedness, but we are still to become key actors of urban disaster management. So thanks for bringing in this very important point. Um, but from this Mumbai and Maharashtra presentation, we are now traveling to uh, Assam, where we will be learning about Chachar, a district which is frequently flooded, mostly rural area. And I remember when we were doing study, um, many of the villages are partially submerged, or many of the villages are permanently submerged in the Assam. So I would invite interagency group coordinator, convener, Mr. Devajit, for making his presentation. My request to Devajit is to be quick so that we will be able to conclude our workshop within time. Over to Devajit.
Yes,
Am I audible?
yes, I am audible.
Yes, Deposita, we can hear you.
Okay, but okay, actually, this it is a southern part of Assam, actually, right? And uh, and high proximity of multiple hill area, hilly rivers also. Important river is Borak, Kushiara, Longai. So actually, this impacts flood in this area actually. And last 2022, and also it is a devastating flood in this area in Kachar, and also in 2024 is also in Karimganj district. This is also southern part of Assam. You know this 2022, the devastating happened in the Dimasao district, and Dimasao district, and also there is Meghalaya. There also landslide was happened, and totally that is transportation, telecommunication is disrupted. So right now, there's some preparedness already have done with the collaboration with the district administration also. Good collaboration already made up with the district administration, DDMA in this area. And we identified this more vulnerable area, which is Gao Panchayat area. Is totally 50 vulnerable Gao Panchayat area. And one is important things is from 2022, there have been explored. There is one model, that is CFRC. That is a clubbing of the all the frontline workers in the root level actually to communicate with the community members, because in last 2022 we have seen that this people are not involved in this government benefits actually, right? This more than 10 lakhs people suffered that time, and only 80,000 people are received the government assistance. We found there's some there is the linking between the there is a tremendous gap between the government agencies and the there is a community members. So this is a CFRC we formed actually from 2022, and also it is scaled up in 2024. We have seen this the good link up between this community members, the government agencies, and so 2025 we reached out at 50 numbers of GPs actually, and the clubbing all the frontline workers, that is 15 members of frontline workers. Also, their work in the play key role in the GPDP process, Gao Panchayat Development Plan. And regarding the that is preparedness, we also identify some of the area. So where that is drinking water facility is not available, we store that is water treatment, 7 water treatment unit for that area, and also identify this where this livestock were actually gathered in the time of flooding. So these were actually identified. we have visited a relief camp, designated relief camp where the people are coming, or the relief camp is okay, or the maintenance are not. So these are things already done actually in this period. So thank you about the post actually, right?
Thanks, Debajit. For the next presentation, I invite uh, convener of Nagaland IIG, Mr. Chenitang, for his quick presentation on best practices of community-based preparedness, response, and recovery. Welcome to the workshop, sir.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And from the IIT group of Nagaland. It's unfortunate that the government, the NSA members were not present here. Now, the IIT Nagaland, we work very closely with the NSTMA, and then we have presence in almost all the districts, 17 districts of Nagaland. Though some districts, the NGOs presence are very scanty, only one or two, or in some, there's no organized IIG members in the state. Still, we are working very closely with the state government disaster management authority. Now, as far as the preparedness of monsoon preparedness is concerned, the government is very active, and of course, I am not the spokesperson of the government, but as I have said, that we work very closely with NSTMA. Recently, just a few days back, the chief secretary and the level chief secretary have convened a meeting, including all the department, the line departments of in the state, including the district administrations. They have also reviewed how the government is trying to prepare in the events of any eventualities on the onset, I mean, with the coming monsoon. So they have also reviewed the availability of essential commodities in the state, in the districts, and also they have also involved the state PWD, so that any in the events of any landslide, because Nagaland is a mountainous region, and we are very prone to landslide and flash floods, etc. So in the events of any eventuality, whether any alternative road, in the events of cutting off some of the township or the villages are cut off, any alternative roads are to be ascertained. They have also taken note of it, and I think the department is working very hard, very closely with the local administration and the villagers, and also the medical department is also keeping care up and ensure that all the CHCs and BHCs in the rural areas are functional in the events of the natural disaster due to the onset monsoon. So, and respective district administrations are also alerted to prepare properly in their own respective districts. And the IHG members are, as I have already said, that works very closely with the district administration, district disaster management administration. So these are the preparedness that the government of Nagaland is doing, and then we, the IHG members of Nagaland, we do not have, unfortunately, we do not have very, international or national. Hardly very few are of national and international level. So in the local resources, whatever little we have, not in terms of financial kind of thing, but then manpower, we are also mentally prepared to assist the district disaster management authority in the events of an eventuality. So these are some of the, in fact, some of the preparedness that is being going on. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. I would like to wish everyone greetings from Nagaland. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chinithan. For the next quick presentation, I invite Tirtha Prasad from NEEDS Assam. Tirtha?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Mandarji?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Mandarji. Hi, everyone. My name is Tirtho Prasad Saikya. I work with an organization called NEETS, Northeast Affected Area Development Society, based in Assam, in northeast part of India. We are quite grounded in terms of our intervention with the communities. Particularly, we have been focusing on communities, those who belong to vulnerable groups, indigenous communities, then communities those who live beside or along the river bank, people in the island, and also in the floodplain and in the downstream part of big infrastructure projects like big energy infrastructures that is built in the upstreams. And we have been working with the downstream people, those who are frequently affected by flood, with the release of excessive water from the projects. And in terms of the context and the flood landscape in Assam, we see that there are 9 major river basins, out of which, as Debojit Gupta already mentioned about the Barak River Basin, we have been working in the Brahmaputra River Basin, which is reaching out to almost 70% of the state landscape and affecting the communities in various ways. Like people have been displaced for many years, they have been losing their livelihoods, posing health risk and disrupting educational system, then damaging the critical infrastructures, impacting on water sanitation and hygiene, impacting on children, women, and also impacting on the protection of whole communities. And that's we have been experiencing for past many decades as organization. And as organization, we have been focusing on building monsoon preparedness plan, which we see very critical for saving lives and also to anticipate the critical impact of a disaster situation, and also to mitigate the monsoon-induced disaster, especially flooding and river erosion in the context of Assam. Why this is very important? Because monsoon preparedness plan, we feel that this is ensuring the timely and the coordinated response for saving lives, livelihoods, and also the infrastructure in the communities, those who are affected by floods and other localized disasters that is happening in the riverbank. And community-led disaster resilience, that is very important, I think, and strengthening community-led disaster resilience through monsoon preparedness plan. That is also one of the priority area for us as organization. And we have been reaching out to almost all communities, those who are affected within our geographical reach out as organization in different districts of Assam, particularly Upper Assam region, in the districts of Jorhat, Golaghat, Majuli, Dibrugarh, Sibsagar, etc. and etc. And there are areas where we are reaching out through our volunteers in the task forces, which who are being trained by State Disaster Management Authority and also State Disaster Response Force. We have promoted task forces in different communities, and also trying to build a localized early warning system, which is very much connected to Assam State Disaster Management Authority, who is actually implementing the project in collaboration with Northeast Space Application Center for providing early warning system or early warning information to the most vulnerable people in the downstream part of the Assam. Preparedness strategy also is very important for us as organization, and that's we experience by getting involved with the risk and vulnerability mapping exercise in the most affected community. And we have been implementing survivor and community-led response. uh, Survivor and community-led response, we see it very significantly, because when survivor and the community-led process is executed in the ground, that becomes more sustainable, and the community, they can really plan out well for preparedness for facing monsoon-induced disaster in their own communities. We feel that coordination with the local authorities, like this District Disaster Management Authority, State Disaster Management Authority, CSO network that is very active in Assam, interagency group, ISG Assam. Recently, we came up with a different strategic discussion just few days back to reach out to the vulnerable communities when there is a need of a crisis, and or need of helping them in the time of crisis. We are also trying to build awareness and capacity, awareness and developing capacity enhancement programs in the community with our trained volunteers. And we see that why risk mapping and vulnerability assessment is important, because using village level data and participatory tool in terms of developing social and resource mapping and also seasonal calendar, then all these risk and vulnerability mapping, these things can identify the high risk prone areas and the vulnerable groups, those who are frequently affected by the high intensity flooding in different part of the state or different part of the districts in different river basin. We see that early warning and communication system, which is very vital. We need to focus on as organization, the civil society actor in the state. Uh, the local volunteers, the community level task forces, they are very important to play the role of disseminating community-based early warning mechanism in the community. As organization, we have seen the effectiveness of using WhatsApp group and also megaphone that has been distributed by the civil society actors in various levels by many civil society groups in the state of Assam. In terms of pre-positioning and also logistical arrangement, we see that updating organizational level contingency plan is very, very effective at the ground level. And we have been activating and updating contingency planning to map the relief routes or to build partnership with the local vendors and also transporters to reach out to different areas and also to build self shelter for activating the relief response in an instant way. And we also see as organization community mobilization, which is very important, particularly organizing mock drills, simulation exercise in the most flood-prone villages, which is seems to be very effective because of people's
Tirtha,
preparedness, which is very important. Yes,
Tirtha,
sir. I'm just concluding within 30 seconds.
fine, fine.
Yeah, we have been also reaching out to Panchayati Raj institution, district disaster management authorities, then some state disaster management authority, state disaster response force, and also other relevant line departments for building better coordination and partnership at the ground level, and also reaching out to the other CBOs, SSGs, youth clubs, and academic institutions for comprehensive response whenever there is a need of that. We are also activating the real-time response planning, and also as a way forward, we see strengthening community leadership, which will be very important for monsoon preparedness plan and integration of DRR into development programs, and also leverage technologies for preparedness and response, whatever is available within us, and documentation and the learning from the past response, which is also very vital in our monsoon preparedness plan. Thank you, Mandarji, for providing this opportunity. Thank you so much. And any questions I would like to address if you raise from your side.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tirtha. Now the last presentation is from Dr. Mahendra Rajaram. Uh, he's, uh, is representing DRR uh, as DRR officer of South India Office of UNICEF. I know Mahendra since long. He's a very enthusiastic person, and especially at the time of training courses and response, he's providing all the help which is needed to. This topic is primarily strategic insights on strengthening regional preparedness. Welcome, Mahendraji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
My request is to keep yourself in time only.
No, yes, I had planned till 3:45. So I had some other meeting for monsoon preparedness with the
Okay.
state. So I'll keep it to 5 minutes. I'll try to share a small PPT if it is fine.
Yes.
I'm just trying to. Okay, I think I'm not able to see the screen. Leave it out. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm somewhere not able to share the slide. Anyway, I will.
Hey sir, if you're facing any difficulties, you can share the slide. Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay, it's basically what I'm trying to look at is from the southern perspective, where we are, as requested. I think the entire south is prone to disaster in terms of because it exposed to Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, and Arabian Sea, and also rivers such as Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Tungabhadra. Then we have numerous rivers in Kerala. And one area of concern for both Andhra and Telangana is both Godavari and Krishna. And there is a need for a dialogue with the neighboring states such as Maharashtra and Karnataka, where water flows from Maharashtra to all the three states. And a very critical networking would be essential for these four states to ensure that there is no riverine floods taking place. Other areas are the coastal areas that we see across the south. And one common problems that we see in the regional risk profiling of the South India is also the urban flooding.
whether if it is even rain above 20-25 mm, then you find flooding taking place in Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, and Vijayawada. Vijayawada is the latest in the list in 2024, which all of us are aware about it. Then we have this coastal areas, sorry, hilly areas, especially on the Western Ghats, where we see landslides taking place in Karwar, landslides taking place in Kerala, and also Nilgiris. Very less in the Eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh, but we see these three, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu experiencing there are heavy rains. So the profile of these 5 states is an area that we need to look at much more deeply in understanding how disaster management can take place. I've been associated with many of the networks, apart from the disaster management network, which is led by IAG in many states. We also have networks compared with women SHG groups. We have child rights networks. Uh, in Kerala, we see IAG strengthened by the SDMA, whereas Telangana and Tamil Nadu led by NGOs. For example, Tamil Nadu under the CASA and Telangana under Plan International. And Karnataka, AP are functional, but not to the uh, way of expected way of doing things. In Andhra Pradesh, we have GONGO, which was set up as a part of the COVID-19 support mechanisms, but that needs to be strengthened further for other disasters. Private sector interaction is less among NGOs for preparedness. Whereas for humanitarian response, which is ad hoc participation, is only for relief and not for recovery. We see only they come to find private sectors and number of small NGOs and individuals coming to support. But after the event, we don't find anybody across this. Nor we have database of these people whom we could build on their capacity, which is not available. Community leaders' participation in the part of capacity building across networks and their role is very limited, which we can look at from the example of multi-purpose cyclone shelters across the south. I'm not very sure about Maharashtra, Orissa, and West Bengal, where there is a need for ownership because at present ownership is with the Panchayat Raj, but in many states. But should it be at the community so that they have the responsibility? But we see very good opportunities with Donate Cart, Amazon, United Way, who come provide support, humanitarian response in a very effective manner. But that ends there. But how do we take them to the recovery level and also preparedness level? The government engagement is less with NGOs. The fact that by bringing this important thing is, if you look at one of the SDRF guidelines talks about mitigation, which rejects NGOs' participation in the whole process. As a result, if you look at an analysis of all the mitigation funds not fully utilized, and we're coming to the close of the 15th Finance Commission recommendations, and large money is available with many states on mitigation grants. This is because the department itself cannot, or other departments cannot perform that particular role. How do we leverage the early warning? Yes, at present, we have this common alerting protocol. Sachet app is available. IMD website is available, but how does the community understand the early warnings from IMD? So that is still a challenge, and understanding science, technology will not be in the forte of the common person. So that is where we need to look at. And some states have own apps, for example, early warning for lightning in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu Smart. So they have their own applications, and to a large extent, this have enabled many farmers to have access to early warning and prepare for themselves. So we're coming to the last part of the thing is in terms of policy recommendations. Humanitarian response and risk-informed programming integration has to be mandatory for NGOs, irrespective of the sector they work for. In the normal times, they will be focusing on livelihood, but never understood how would disaster impact the livelihood programs of their communities. Women issues, but somewhere when it comes to disaster, that dialogue doesn't take place in the whole process of building communities. The other option is when I talked about MPCS, we don't see any NGOs who could adapt a shelter or align with a private company or a philanthropist and see how best this particular shelters can be effective and bring in many other aspects of safe place for women, for children as such. The CSR private sector, we don't identify as of now, but when there is a situation of humanitarian response, we start searching who could we go to, who we can we support. That mapping has to take place as a policy recommendations at STMA level, at NDMA level, and even at the NGOs network at IAG groups also. When you look at NDMA annual meetings, we only see the focus is on SDMA participating or revenue DM participating as such. But we do not have development ministries, development departments part of this process, because disaster management or humanitarian response is a multi-sectoral requirement. Where you talk about social protection issues, we talk about humanitarian cash transfer and many other things. Unless these other sectors do not participate, it again remains the rescue and relief mode. For example, now I look at STM are open to NGOs, especially Tamil Nadu and Kerala has done that through IAG networking. And WhatsApp group in Tamil Nadu for 4 different regions comprising about 100 NGOs in each of the WhatsApp group for early warning and follow-up. And a policy recommendation which this particular group of meeting could also pass on is to see how we can allow NGO civil societies to access funding from SDRF and SDMF so that the process of disaster management, recovery, and resilience work can be taken up. So this is what I thought would be useful for this meeting. That is from my side.
Thanks.
Over, Mandarji.
Yes, thanks, Manveji. I was just looking at the questions by the participants here. There is one question in the comment related to any training offered on handling people with disabilities during disasters, specifically invisible disabilities like autism.
I think Kerala STMA had initiated inclusive DRR. A lot of number of trainings have taken place by the STMA, and that is also integrated into the LSG activities. And during Wayanad program, they also initiated what is known as art-based counseling for children, irrespective of clinical issues or physical issues, trauma, and all children. And they also trained about 60 people now to be master trainers for mental health and psychosocial and linking up to the humanitarian response. As I said, multi-purpose cyclone shelters have ramps, but when it comes to disabled individuals and their families, we have not linked up any of the social protection measures. And SDMA and Social Justice Department, LSG, have taken up a pilot work in one of the Gram Panchayats in Kerala to study the disability and elderly community, how they can be part of this whole process of social protection measures, as well as responding to them during emergencies.
Great. Thanks, Mahendraji, for this information. Now we are coming to the end of our workshop. So we have actually Spear India has invited almost every SDMA who is active in flood preparedness. We have been informed that Kerala SDMA and Tamil Nadu SDMA are currently engaged in ongoing monsoon preparedness activities. So they were not able to join us, but Nagaland SDMA has informed us that they will be sharing the minutes of monsoon preparedness meeting with Spear India. Spear India is doing quite a extensive work of coordinating with government authorities, district level authorities, IAGs, and civil society organizations, as well as with UN organizations. So from this perspective, today's workshop was very important in discussing a big canvas of IMD to early warning to the strategies, then civil society voices, and finally with the strategies for preparedness, specifically mentioning about South India. So I'm thankful to all the resource persons across India. Thanks for joining us. All the participants are also thankful. I mentioned their thanks. Over to Vishnu for uh, further conclusion of the workshop. Vishnu.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. As I mentioned earlier, this is indeed the right time for monsoon preparedness workshop. With the monsoon already upon us, this is not just a time for planning, but also for response. Real-time monitoring of events become absolutely crucial at this stage. As highlighted by Madam from IMD, like the scenario is rapidly changing. Each season is bringing its own unique challenges to on us. It's essential for especially frontline workers to stay alert and adaptive to this evolving condition. With this, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the esteemed speakers for sharing their valuable insights and experience. Your contributions have truly enriched today's discussion. I also wish to thank our moderator for steering this session so effectively and keeping the workshop both engaging and focused. Thank you once again to all everyone for your active participation and support. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.